Do you want a clear epoxy finish with your wood tables? Now, a lot of guys ask that question. They'll have a table like this with some big voids in it, and they want that epoxy to be clear. Simple. Sand your piece to the highest grit you're comfortable sanding to. And do not skip grits. Use the proper tools. Use a proper finish sander. And then when you apply the oil, work it in. Use very little, 30 square feet per ounce on most species, domestic species of woods. And then on your epoxy, oh, you're going to get 150, 200 square feet per ounce, something crazy, maybe even 400 square feet per ounce. Use almost nothing on the epoxy. But treat your surface all the same way. So you may find that a lot of guys will just want to focus on sanding their epoxy to get it clear, and then they find that their epoxy is shinier than the wood. It's not always my favorite look. Sand the whole piece to the same level. And if you're sanding properly, I'm going to tell you, 600, 800, 1,000, your epoxy's going to be clear. Okay? I don't really see the point of going to 5,000 to 4,000 grit and 12,000 grit and 8,000 grit in my epoxy. I really just don't. And I've never had a customer complain to me about clarity on a piece that I've made them. And most of my epoxy pieces, though, I will color it like I did in this walnut table, because I wanted it to look like pith. I wanted it to look like actual wood. I wasn't going for that see-through look. But many of you are, and that's, and it is actually nice on some pieces. But clarity is going to come from your finish, the quality of your sanding, your finish sanding. The quality of your finish sanding, meaning use the proper tools, use the proper sandpaper. And you can use silicon carbide, you can use aluminum oxide, you can use ceramic sandpaper. Just pick really high quality papers. And do not skip grits. And don't use a jack of all trades sander. It's okay using a Rotax or a rotary sander type of thing for your hogging off, but when you start getting into your finish sanding, you need to reach for a finish sander. And that's going to determine how well your sanding is and how clear your epoxy is. So Odie's works amazing over epoxy. If you want ultimate clarity out of your epoxy, nothing's going to beat Odie's. And it's going to stabilize, it's not going to yellow. And your epoxy may yellow if you're using garbage epoxy, so pick really high quality ones. And there's some great brands out there. Many that actually our customers are using, and it's just fantastic. But anyway, if you have more questions about clarity, give us a shout, and we'll be glad to help you. And don't be afraid, man. Just go for it. Odie's and epoxy work great. So when do I apply my Odie's if I'm doing an epoxy table? Well, get all your flattening done, do all your wood filling, fill everything with the epoxy that you wanted filled, and sand your piece, and then do your Odie's finish. So do not Odie's oil before you do your epoxy. Don't worry about the epoxy changing the color of the wood before the finish goes on. These are all things that are convoluted issues with film forming finishes and other finishes. You're not going to have this problem with Odie's. If you do all your epoxy work first and then you do your final finishing, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about bleed over and all that stuff. It's never been an issue for me, and it shouldn't be an issue for you, especially with Odie's oil. And Odie's will bond to the epoxy just as well as it's going to bond to the wood. So have no fear using Odie's oil with epoxy. And all of the Odie's finishes work with epoxies. And there are multiple epoxy brands out there. All I have to say is pick one that's healthy, pick one that's going to be better for you. Try to find one that has less poisons and less chemicals in it. There are a lot of somewhat natural alternatives out there and gentler brands. I don't want to play favoritism. I do have some favorites, and some of those companies know who I'm talking about. But try to find something more gentle. There are some really nasty poison epoxies out there, and I've developed sensitivities to them, so I really don't work much with epoxy anymore unless it's one of them really, really gentler brands.